This is a breaking reality podcast episode segment. Like, follow, subscribe for more and full episodes.
Our first story for today, starting off kind of easy, we're going to talk about the Three Unwise Men. So yesterday, Stephen Miller, JD Vance, and Pete Hegseth decided they were going to go for a stroll through Union Station yesterday, along with their army trolling around on all sides of them. When they did so, they were met with some loud and long booing, people telling Vance to go play with a couch, but another term was used apart from play with, and other phrases being shouted. Though it seems as if they didn't like that so much, as the three unwise men decided to go to a back room somewhere within Union Station to hold a mini press conference. And during this time, we see and hear Stephen Miller spew some just ridiculous shit. Okay, one of the first things he says is about the protesters outside that is around the back room and who met them as they walked in. So Stephen Miller ends up calling them 90-year-old stupid white hippies and says that they need to go home and take a nap. Now, when we look at other clips of those who were outside the area at that time and we see the individuals who are calmly talking / protesting to officers outside, those individuals, they were absolutely not in their 90s. They couldn't have even been considered middle age. Okay, they were about my age, okay, and I'm in my 30s, right? So if anybody needs to go home and take a fucking nap, it's Stephen Miller, okay? Now, he didn't shut up there, though. He decided to open his mouth again. And so he says, quote, "And the voices that you hear out there, those crazy communists, they have no roots. They have no connection to the city. They have no families that are raised in the city. They have no one they are sending to the school in this city. They have no jobs in the city. They have no connections to this community at all. They're the ones who have been advocating for the 1%, the criminals, the killers, the rapists, the drug dealers. And I am glad they're here today because me, Pete, and the vice president are all going to leave here and inspired by them, talking about the protesters going on outside, we're going to add thousands more resources to this city to get the criminals and the gate members out of here," unquote. Now, before I go any further, if you've seen the clip, okay, maybe you haven't seen the clip, but when Miller says crazy communists and add thousands more, Hegseth, who was standing right beside him a little bit off to the left, smiled so big and seemed to have had a nice hearty chuckle. Okay, so Hegseth, agrees with everybody outside being communist and adding thousands more resources to the city. So Miller went absolutely apeshit during this mini conference as he was surrounded by the other two unwise men and their mini Gestapo. The first half of his rant was saying that the individuals outside of that room don't have any connection to the city. First off, Miller, you have about as much connection to the city as those people who are standing up for their rights and survival due to y'all's unwise men's threat to the United States, whether they live in DC or not. Union Station is a fucking train depot, you goddamn idiot, not a fucking housing development. Okay, secondly, every single citizen of the United States has a connection to DC due to it being the capital
Country.
of our city. So, yes, Miller, they do have a connection, even if it's only that one, you dumbass Nazi. I can't deal with these fucking people.
Thanks for watching this segment of Breaking Reality Podcast. Be sure to follow us for more. You can reach out to us at breakingreality@mail.com.